3, 2, 1. CLPS. We're live. We're live with a $14 break, baby. Come on, CLPS. Let's get that $14 spike back on up. I know you're not quitting on me yet. We're currently up $12,000 today. This blue line. Blue line is where I'm looking at because I see a lot of support right along these areas. If it keeps on going on down, 1084 would actually be a little bit of the lower area. Stock is now open right now, and let's see how low the stock is going to go down towards. So again, right now it's still holding its gains pretty well. Keeping my eyes peeled over on against CLPS, waiting for a nice little crack on down. I want to get in either A, right around this 20-ish mark, or again, if it keeps on going, probably back down towards around that like $11 mark. But again, CLPS, staying ready to rock on this play. Right now, stock's starting to drop. I may be getting filled, rather soon. So again, just be ready for that. Just got filled on 3,000 shares. Daddy is in. So let's see what we can do here today over on CLPS. I'm in on 3,000 shares, but I will look to add if this play goes all the way down towards around the 1090 mark. I'm currently up $1,000 at this moment. I want to see CLPS try to move itself all the way back on up and spike back above $12. We know this just had a very strong drop. We know the stock just fell from around $15 all the way down towards 11 bucks. I want to see if it can do what it's done the past few days, which was what? Spike its way back up towards around some new highs. I'm going to look for entries at this point at 1080 and 1060 to go ahead and look to load up and get a little bit in on the lower side. So I'm still looking for low entries. If this could go all the way down towards around the 1080s to the 1060s to get filled on even a lower entry to see this thing try to spike up towards around a new high. The hold area right now at this moment though is currently 1083. So we need the stock to kind of consolidate for a little bit before again the stock does start shooting its way back on up. So CLPS definitely sitting right along these bottoms right now. I'm still expecting a little bit of a drop. I just wanted to see if CLPS was going to get that bounce around 1120. So right now again, next entry I'm going to try to get in right here is going to be right along these bottoms. Just again, right now I got 1,000 shares filled at 1080, not halted yet. Hold area at this moment is back down till still around that 1063 mark. I am in on 4,000 shares with a cost basis at 1110, looking for the stock to get its first full bounce back on up and basically get halted back on the upside. Getting halted on the upside would need to go this stock to be all the way up towards around that 1280-ish mark. Let's see if the stock starts coming back on up. Get back above 1150 now, CLPS. We're 15 minutes into the stock market at the moment, looking for that 1150 to break. We're up about $1,000 at this moment. Not bad, but looking for 1150 to be able to spike back on up. Here's 1150. Come on, baby. Come on, CLPS. So CLPS above 1150. We need this to hold here. 1150, get back above that VWAP area. VWAP sitting right around 1193. Stock is having a little bit of trouble still right around that 1150 mark, but it's definitely giving it a test. Still 1150 trying to hold itself on up. My finger's on the trigger if I need to get out. But right now I'm holding tight. I don't want to sell. I want to hold on tight. And right now, again, CLPS starting to move its way back on up. We know, again, we need to get through that $12 mark. Hold area on the upside is going to be $12.36. If we can get to that $12.36 mark, that's where the stock is really going to start getting a lot of big-time attention. So CLPS starting to move its way on up. We need to get above $11.96. There's a couple of $11.84s. Stock's working its way slowly back on up. We're currently up 5,000. We're currently moving on up, baby. We're coming at you full force today. It's 2021. We're coming at you with a little bit of fury. Just a little bit, just a tad today. And right now, we look like we are about to get halted in the stock market, currently up $5,000. We are not halted yet, but we are definitely getting that momentum. CLPS is still currently live at this time. My finger's on the trigger if I want to get out of this play, looking to see if it's going to get halted to keep spiking. And we're still going on up, baby. We're still going on up. We are trading at the speed of light. And I'm not even moving. And I'm barely even moving. So CLPS, let's go right now, guys. Currently up $6,670. And right now, CLPS is bringing in some great potential towards us. Let's get this stock halted right here. Right now, it's still not halted yet. Still not officially halted yet. And again, this stock is one that's bringing in a lot of attention towards it. Broke through that VWAP, currently up right now $6,670. And let's see again if CLPS is going to be able to get this hype and start breaking its way back on up even more. But baby, let's get this day going. Let's do this. Let's see the stock start moving back on in, and let's see the stock start getting this hype. We're going full electric today, baby. We're going full electric. I told you earlier, this is what perfection feels like. It feels like a shot of espresso, warmed up in a Snuggie right out of the dryer, wrapped up with a St. Bernard laying on you. We got St. Bernard blood going through us today. Non-stop action, non-stop movement, non-stop platforms. Let's do this. CLPS, here we go. We got 10 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. 10 seconds on CLPS right here. Let's see the stock again continue to move in 3, 2, 1. CLPS. We're live. We're live with a $14 break, baby. Come on, CLPS. Let's get that $14 spike back on up. I know you're not quitting on me yet. We're currently up $12,000 today. And let's start again taking some gains right here. CLPS running all the way up towards around 14.19. I'm locking out. I'm locking out today, baby. You want to bring this into my house? You are going to be living through a whole lot of hell. Let's go, baby. $11,888 in profit. And again, we're coming back today, baby. We are coming back today. Let's go. CLPS coming back with a little bit of fury. In at $11.20, out at $14, $14.24, and $14.25. That is how we are going to be making our profit today, baby. So CLPS, we are back in the game today. CLPS today, huge rip. This stock is currently the #1 top gainer in the entire stock market. We have gone from $4 all the way up to hitting highs of 1978. And personally, I'm letting you guys know right now, I really don't even think that this is the end of the play. We do have a 233% gain, which is a total of $11 move. We did have a press release 3 hours ago. And of course, we do have a low float on the stock, which is always going to help this play out. So I want to keep the scanners up and running so you guys can see as we're going through this play. But this stock, it really all started right at 8 o'clock. Because at 8 o'clock, we can see if we scroll back 3 hours ago. 3 hours ago, 8 o'clock, this stock signs an agreement with a well-known U.S. digital payment platform. And that's really all we need to know right here. We see the keyword agreement, and you guys can see right here, keywords look for in a hot press release. 3-star word, agreement. We have an entire lesson on this. If you guys want to go to the Tradecaster video library, right? Go to the Tradecaster video library and you guys will be able to watch the whole entire thing right here. Or on top of that, team, if you guys head over to YouTube, I put a whole entire free lesson right over here so everyone can check that out. And what we have at the moment, if you guys go right over to YouTube, click Sean Dekmar and click videos, it is going to be right here. The easy stock trading tip no one has ever told you. And simple enough, what is this going to be going over? This is going to be going over each one of these keywords to be looking at, because these keywords are essentially going to tell you if a stock is worth getting into or if it's not worth getting into. So of course, we take a look over on, again, CLPS, and we see CLPS has a 3-star word, agreement, which essentially is 2 companies working together. So we have CLPS, which has the word agreement. We have CLPS, which has a very low float of only 4 million in float, which is absolutely amazing. And then on top of that, guys, I say it every single day, is these market conditions. These market conditions are leading to the same exact spikes that happened the previous day. And what's again, happening at this moment? We are having 2.5 weeks ago, GME go crazy. And the people who say, oh man, GME, that was an insane spike. I made so much money. I can't wait for the next day. Or again, the other person saying, I can't believe I missed out on GME. Man, GME, I want to nail the next one tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm nailing the next one. If you're the person that said, hey, I just made a total killing, you're excited for tomorrow. If you're the person that says, oh my goodness, I can't believe I missed out on GME. This is the play that, would have made me so much money. Hey, you know what? Tomorrow I'm buying. Tomorrow I'm not missing out. If you're a person who made money or missed out, tomorrow you're buying. So what happens tomorrow? Then KOSS goes crazy because everyone, again, it wants to be able to buy and make money. Now, again, over on KOSS, everyone's saying to themselves, oh my goodness, I just killed it on KOSS. I just made so much money. Or again, there's people saying, man, I missed out on KOSS. You know what? Tomorrow I am buying as hard as I can, buying as much as I can. People who made money are saying, oh yes, I can't wait to make more tomorrow. Again, it's buyer heavy. Then again, we have AMC, where AMC has this very big gap up and starts going crazy. Then we have, again, EXPR, which starts going crazy. Then we have SAVA, which starts going crazy. Then we have AACG, which starts going crazy. AAME, which starts going crazy. AUVI, which starts going crazy. We are seeing every single day another brand new breakout. because every single day it's buyer friendly. There's not a time right now where it's like, hey, you know what? I'm a little bit hesitant. I'm a little bit nervous. Are you guys scared that we're not going to see a breakout today? I don't really know, right? No one's saying that. No one's saying I'm scared if I'm not going to see a breakout today. You know, what was in our morning newsletter that I send out to every single person on tradecaster.com? Our morning newsletter strictly stated we will see breakouts today. And it's all because of the market conditions that we are currently seeing, right? Every single day I'm waking up and assuming there's going to be a breakout. And I'm going to assume there's going to be a breakout until there's not a breakout anymore. Right? And that's kind of the mindset you need to go into it every single day, saying to yourself, hey, you know what? Tomorrow, there's going to be a big time breakout because, again, there's buyer-friendly traders right now. You take a look at our morning newsletter. Again, we say happy Wednesday, welcome back. And what we had so far is Tuesday, we saw SCKT spike almost 1,000%. Traders are eager to get back into the market as we can already see that buyers are in full control. We are seeing three top gainers over 100% in pre-market: LODE, PETZ, CLPS, and 4 other stocks with a 50% gain or more in pre-market. Today is a day you want to be ready to trade right at the bell as volume is high, news is strong, and breakouts will occur. Right? How did I know this was going to happen? Because every single day we're seeing this happen. So, of course, waking up in the morning, and I take a look over on CLPS, and I see this going on a nice move. And I take a look over on LODE right here, and I see this going on a nice move. And right now, I can take a look over on PETZ, and I see PETZ starting to go on a nice big spike and a nice big move. It starts becoming predictable. It starts becoming, very understandable on why these stocks are moving the way they are. You see, market conditions right here are just going to keep on going until there's a dramatic change. One day we will wake up and there will be no news. One day we wake up and again, there's no low float stock. One day we wake up and people will be like, hey, what's the kind of the main play today? But right now it's not like that. Everyone's waking up and we knew at the start of the day, CLPS was going to be the #1 top gainer today, right? We could take a look at, of course, our morning poll we took this morning. Out of our morning poll, we said, what stock will do the best today? 71% of the chat room said CLPS was going to be the best play. We knew this was going to be the best play because, again, of the market conditions behind it. But again, it's not always easy to be able to get in on the play at the exact area you want, is it? No, sometimes it's a little bit difficult. So when you take a look over on CLPS, how did I know today to get in on this play? How did I know that, again, buying at this bottom right here was a good idea? And again, the reason why I bought in on this area, just like I was talking about market conditions in the past, we want to be able to look at past patterns. Past patterns can definitely tell us the future. So when I take a look on CLPS, I say to myself, what was the #1 top gainer of yesterday? The #1 top gainer of yesterday was SCKT. And let's actually, again, just go back to SCKT, and we are going to take a little bit of a screenshot over on SCKT as, of course, we scroll back right here. So SCKT, what did we have on this play? And we're just going to go right to the start of the day right here, and that was yesterday. And this was, again, a top gainer in pre-market. We saw a lot of attention over towards this stock. Let's head back over to CLPS now. Now, what is very similar about these two plays? Well, here is, again, SCKT. SCKT was, again, the #1 top gainer yesterday as the stock went from $10 all the way up to $35. An amazing spike, an amazing rip, an amazing run. How did SCKT start off? Started off opening on up and getting a hard drop at the start of the day. It actually got halted. Again, the stock got halted right here. And then the stock again did what? The stock eventually started going on a nice spike. So again, open on up, quick little morning spike, but started dropping. Got halted, then dropped even more. Then when the stock came down towards a low, it started U-shaping its way back on up. And then we had a very nice explosion and a very nice rip. So I said to myself, you know what? Market conditions are, following each other very closely right now. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do what CLPS, what this stock did. And what did we notice? The stock started dropping on down. It got halted, came on down towards around 1060. I bought in around 1160. Shortly after, the stock started getting that very big explosion back on up. So it's really just, again, comparing these two chart setups, guys. Not only comparing market conditions to understand the psychology behind the stock market, but also on top of that, guys, understanding, of course, the patterns on what happened yesterday and what's happening right here at the moment. So again, I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to be coming on up. There's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be a lot of excitement. CLPS right here, the stock is currently halted on the downside. But if you're wondering again today, how was I able to predict the stock? How was I able to make $12,000? How was I able to get in on this play at lows at around 1120, 1118, then buy at 1080 and bring my cost basis back down to 1110? Sell this, at 1420, 1424, all the way up to $14. The stock ran all the way up towards around 20 bucks. How was I able to do this? This was simply enough, team, just because I knew the market conditions. And that's why it's important to try to be here every single day. That's why it's important to be in chat. Even if you guys don't trade, you're going to pick up the market conditions. Even if you guys aren't trading, you guys are going to see me talk about them, hear me talk about them. You guys are going to know, of course, what's going on in the market if it's hot or cold. So you're always going to have a competitive edge. And that's one of the best things about being in chat. You guys have a 10 times more competitive edge than being on your own. Because not only am I talking about it, other traders are talking about it. Not only can you see the chat poll, you guys are going to be able to see my live stream. You guys can be able to see every little thing that we do here to really be able to reflect, again, what are the market conditions at this moment. So CLPS was an absolute beautiful play. Beautiful spike, predictable spike as well. We are able to absolutely crush it. Again, amazing job with your profits, as we already showed today. You guys were on fire. I am so happy, so ecstatic for every single person who crushed it today. And again, it was just an amazing job. Moscani, $52,000, absolutely ridiculous. Elite Bandit, $2,000. There's my $11,880, which now again got bumped up to $12,100. Then on top of that, POV Joshua, massive gain, $81,000. But we are seeing, again, any sort of profit is amazing, guys. From, again, SCKT all the way towards CLPS, you guys are just crushing it day in and day out. So amazing job and amazing work.